Hi everyone, this is Team Vidya, and this is our entry for the Cosmocloud low code hackathon. And the theme we decided to work on was education and edtech. And what we've made is it's a website called Solace. And let me tell you the problem statement first. So nowadays, online classes and online education is a big thing, right? So we found some not problems, we found some things in online education that we thought could be made better. So we decided to work on that. First of it was that online education for kids is it's very monotonous. You just sit at one place, look at your screen all day, and it's just videos and all of that. So we decided to make it a bit more interactive for the kids. And the second thing that we wanted to make better was the involvement of parents in their kids' education, because most of the parents that we see, not all, but most, especially my parents, they didn't really know exactly how online classes worked or what they could do to make it better. So we decided to make something for the parents as well, so that they could keep up with what the kids are studying and kind of relate to what the kid is going through and how they could help their kid get better. So this is our website called Solinks, and this is our landing page, as you can see. So let me walk you through how exactly it works. So when you first sign up, it prompts you to give two login IDs. You give a student login ID and a parent login ID. So it's one account, but there is an interface for the student and another interface for the parent. But the accounts are connected. All right. So as you can see, you can either log in as a student or you can log in as a parent. So yeah, let's try logging in as a parent first. Just any random email will do for now. Right. So this is our student interface, and let me go back. Log in as parent, and this is our parent interface. As you can see, we have multiple features within each page, and these accounts will be connected. So, like the data on your kid's account will be the same as yours on the parent account, but you have different features. So, like you can tell what your kid is doing, and it will help them get better as well.
So this is the parent survey. So we have 4 categories that we can do here for parents, especially. We have the report. As you can see here, we can fill in the details of the students. Then we can generate a report. This is Mohit's report card. You can see his grades for every subject, and we have special remarks on every such subject, how they can improve, the areas of excellence, and everything. I'll go into more detail into this when I revisit this during the students' report card. So now we move on to tips. And here we have tips. And so this we start with our bot Charlie here. So hi, I'm looking for parental advice, and Charlie answers, hello, I'm here to help. You can ask academic and the questions which are non-academic as well. Like, my child got into a fight. What should I do? Some things you don't want to tell others because you think that the child will be embarrassed. You don't want to embarrass a child in front of anyone else, right? So, yep, we can just ask the bot itself, as we know that he won't tell anyone at least. So, yeah, and he got hurt. What to do? So, yeah, we can chat with Charlie like he's a human, and he'll guide us and help us guide us to a good place. So now we have blogs. Here parents can chat with each other. Here see Jane Doe has some thoughts about curriculum changes. We can like a post or dislike it if you don't like a post. I don't like it that much, right? So we have John Smith talking about something positive and increased workload and focus on practical skills. Oh, I can also create a new post. So how is it? So basically, this is a forum where parents can talk to each other and all. We can publish our blogs because parents know each other the best and like, they can relate to each other more. Like I've not know what a parent is going through, but maybe John Smith or Priya Sharma knows. So that's it for blogs. Now we move on to school. We can contact with other schools. We can add our own school. You can contact us directly. You should add a school because like if we add schools to this website, then we can like go to the options like what the other schools are offering, what's the location, what's the type, and everything. So it provides a consolidated information about schools, which is quite nice. Now let's move on to Students Hub. Here we have some more content than parents. So obviously we're expanding the parents website too, but right now we're focusing on students. So as you can see, there are small differences between this and the report for parents. So we are using Gemini AI to generate the report card. So let's see what it generated for us. So oh nice, he scored quite good marks in science. So as you can see here, and I think we should have noticed this in the parents hub too, that we are not limited to just 100 marks. Like we can mark students out of 50. So if there's something like you get marks out of 25 or 50, I don't want to convert it myself. So you can just leave the heavy lifting to us. So basically, as you can see, the students report card is much more what should I say, attractive because it's much more kid friendly. Get to use emojis and yeah, so it's, yeah, we can. There's room for improvement and search. Oh, nice, you did quite well in science. Then it provides in-depth, it provides in-depth about information about every subject and some motivational message. And as you can see, it's quite kid friendly. And as you can see, our main motive is to put soul in education. Like it has got quite monotonous, so we want to improve that. We want to put a positive notion to the word education. It's quite soulless right now. And we just want to put some more soul inside it, right? So now we move on to games. This is my favorite part of this site. We have 4 games right here right now, and we can do abacus. So let's do some abacus. Even though it has been quite some time since I did abacus. So yes, yellow goes right, and something. So yes, this is we can play with abacus, or we can play with can't and see. This is quite a nice one. We have to find out which of these has some like UI inefficiencies or anything. Like we can see the Wi-Fi is kind of broken here, and here's find the defense. So this is one of my favorite games. Then we have Tower of Hanoi, we have Rubik's Cube, so we can like solve Rubik's Cube. You can solve Rubik's Cube right on the side, and I've spent quite some hours into it. I won't spend the rest of the time solving this, so don't worry. I'll move on. So now we have quiz. So basically, the motive of games was that when the students get home from school, they just don't want to study right now. So we can make games that like which motivates us to study. They're quite education games. So now we move on to quiz. Oh, see, as you can see, it generated the quiz. We can put in the subject at the class level, and then if you click the score mark, I don't even know this answer, but no worries. There is no scoring system in this. We are already positive people, and we just appreciate you when you select the correct option. So, so yeah, we can generate quiz about anything, about any subject. So this motivates me to studies and all. Whenever we put in subject and quiz, we get a list of 10 questions, and yep, we can practice this for our test. We can so yeah, basically we are preparing ourselves more for the future. Now we have schools, which is the same as parent school. We can connect to the school, browse schools, but you can contact us, and yeah, so it's basically the same. We can students can check out various options about where they can go to school, where they can change their schools. Now coming up next is the highlight of our project, and we are going to use some Cosmocloud in this one. So yeah, watch out.
Now on to our star feature, which we have used Cosmocloud, which is the doubt solver bot. So let me show you the demo first. What you can do is you can upload your image. I'll just use this random image. Then you process the file. So what's happening right now is it's already processed, but let me just tell you what goes on. So when you upload your file, we first use tesseract to extract the text from the images. Then the text is sent via a Cosmocloud API. It goes to Gemini to be converted into vectors, and then those vectors are stored into MongoDB Atlas Search index. And from that index, we get our answers for this route solver bot. So it's a classic RAG model, which is a retrieval augmented generation model. So let us test it out. I'll ask you a question. Say, what are geographic locations? Difficult answers according to what was given in the image. So now let me show you the backend of the code. We have used the Cosmocloud API. These are the logs, and these three are the APIs we're using, and this one is to clear the database once our search is done. So once I'm done with this, I reload the page, and after this, all the data from the MongoDB for this particular search will be gone, so that it makes space for the next search or whatever image will be uploaded. Now, we've made this on Project IDX. Here's the code, right, and it's a React app. So back to Cosmocloud. Alright, so we use the template to create this. The flow has a subflow for the generate embeddings code, right, which uses again the Gemini API. And yeah, this is how our vectors are generated and stored into our MongoDB database. Here is our MongoDB database. So it's already cleared since I refreshed the page, right? And yeah, here is our GitHub code for the repository. Its link will be in our submission. And yeah, that's it for Solis. We hope you find this little project that we made. We hope you found it as interesting to make as we did. And yeah, it was a fun experience.